Hello, everyone, and welcome back to GamingSafeSpace, your cozy corner of the internet for all things gaming. And today is a big day for Nintendo fans. We're just hours away from the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, happening on April 2nd, 2025, at 2 p.m. British Summer Time. Nintendo has promised us a full hour of reveals about their next big console, and the hype is absolutely unreal. If you're as excited as I am, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into some realistic predictions about what we might see tomorrow. I've done my homework, combed through the latest news, and kept things grounded in what we know so far. So, grab a snack, get comfy, and let's talk Switch 2. First, let's set the scene. Nintendo dropped a teaser trailer for the Switch 2 back in January 2025, showing off a design that looks a lot like the original Switch, but with some tweaks, like a bigger screen, a second USB-C port, and a beefier kickstand. They confirmed it's coming sometime in 2025, and tomorrow's Direct is where we'll finally get the juicy details. This isn't just a random guess fest. Nintendo has said this presentation will be about 60 minutes long, which is huge for them. That tells us they've got a lot to show, from hardware specs to games. And with the original Switch selling over 150 million units since 2017, the stakes are high for this successor. So, what can we expect? Let's break it down step by step. Let's start with the hardware, because that's the foundation of everything else. Based on what we've seen in the teaser and some solid rumors, the Switch 2 is shaping up to be a beefier version of its predecessor. I predict we'll get a full reveal of the console's design tomorrow, confirming that larger display, likely around 8 inches compared to the current 7-inch OLED model. Will it be OLED at launch? Maybe not. Reports suggest Nintendo might stick with LCD to keep costs down initially, but I'd love to be wrong about that. Next, power. The Switch 2 is rumored to have a custom NVIDIA chip, giving it a big performance boost. Don't expect PS5-level graphics, but think more like a handheld that can handle games at 1080p docked and maybe even some light upscaling to 4K via the dock. Tomorrow, I bet Nintendo will show off these specs with a side-by-side comparison, maybe Breath of the Wild running smoother and sharper on Switch 2 versus the original. And then there's the mysterious C button on the Joy-Cons. My prediction? It's tied to a new social or connectivity feature. Maybe it's a quick connect button for local multiplayer, or even a chat function for online play. Nintendo's been testing big multiplayer stuff with their Switch Online playtest program last year, so this could tie into that. Oh, and expect backwards compatibility to be confirmed. It's a no-brainer with how many Switch games are out there. Now let's talk timing and price. Two things every fan is dying to know. Nintendo's only said 2025, but leaks from developers and accessory makers point to a summer release, maybe June or July. That fits with what 6 devs told Spanish site Nintenduo, and it gives Nintendo time to build hype after tomorrow's Direct. I predict they'll announce a June 2025 launch date, with pre-orders starting April 9th, about a week after the Direct, based on retail rumors. It's not too early for a summer drop, and it avoids clashing with the holiday rush. As for price, this is tricky. The original Switch launched at $300, but with inflation and better tech, I'm guessing $400 for the base model, or about £320 here in the UK, depending on exchange rates and VAT. Nintendo's president, Shuntaro Furukawa, has hinted they're still figuring out pricing based on demand, so we might see a range, say £300 to £350, depending on bundles. Tomorrow, they'll lock that down, and I'm betting on £329 to hit that sweet spot between value and power. Okay, here's where it gets fun. Games. Nintendo always launches consoles with heavy hitters, and the Switch 2 won't be any different. First up, Metroid Prime 4, Beyond. It's confirmed for 2025 on the original Switch, but I predict it'll be a cross-gen title, showing off the Switch 2's power with enhanced visuals. Imagine a trailer tomorrow with Samus exploring a massive alien world in crisp detail. Chills. Next, Mario Kart. The January teaser showed a glimpse of a new Mario Kart game, and I'm calling it Mario Kart X. It'll be a launch title, packed with new tracks, maybe 24-player races, and wild vehicle options. Nintendo knows Mario Kart moves consoles, so expect a big reveal tomorrow. Then there's a new 3D Mario. The Switch launched with Super Mario Odyssey, and history says we'll get another 3D Mario for Switch 2. I don't think it'll be Odyssey 2, more likely a fresh adventure, maybe launching in fall 2025 to spread out the big releases. Tomorrow we'll see a teaser, not a full reveal, but it'll be enough to get us hyped. And don't sleep on third-party support. With more power, I predict ports like Elden Ring or Hi-Fi Rush, plus some Xbox titles. Phil Spencer said in January he's excited to support Switch 2. Maybe we'll see Doom, The Dark Ages, or even Starfield scaled down. Oh, and Pokemon Legends, ZA is set for late 2025, so a quick teaser could tie it to Switch 2 as well. All right, time for some wild cards, predictions that might be a stretch but would blow our minds. First, a new Animal Crossing feature. The Switch 2 could lean into that C button for a real-time town sharing system, letting you visit friends' islands instantly. Second, a Switch 2 exclusive Zelda remaster, maybe Twilight Princess or Wind Waker in HD just to flex the new hardware. And finally, a partnership reveal with Sega for a Sonic racing game built from the ground up for Switch 2. It's a long shot, but Sega's been cozy with Nintendo lately. What do you think? Any wild predictions of your own? Drop them in the comments. And that's it for my Switch 2 Direct predictions. Tomorrow at 2 PM BST, we'll see how many I got right or wrong. What are you hoping for most? Let me know below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss my reaction video after the Direct. Thanks for hanging out with me here at Gaming Safe Space. Stay safe, keep gaming, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.